Hi, this is Shiroz from Fast Tech again. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix the blue light of death on your PS4. With this problem, when you turn the console on, the light keeps pulsing blue, and in other instances the console will turn on for a second and then turn right back off. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix that today. So the light's going to turn blue for a second, and then the console is going to turn off. And in other instances, the light keeps pulsing blue, but it never goes to white, and there's no picture output, there's no video output on the TV. They're caused by APU chip solder related issues, and we can fix that by using the repair kit that we sell on our website. I'm going to put a link in the description for that. Yeah, so we're going to take the console apart and fix it. I'm going to be adding washers to the heat plate, and the link for that is going to be in the description. And we're also going to be changing the thermal paste with Arctic Silver 5, which we also sell on our website. I'm going to put a link in the description for that. And it's relatively easy if you just only do the washers. If you're going to replace the thermal paste, you have to actually take the motherboard out, which could be a challenge if you're not tech savvy or if you haven't worked with electronics before. So let's get started. So we're going to start taking the console apart, and we're going to do this by removing these stickers here. There's 4 of them. And then there's these Torx screws here. There's 4 of them. They're Torx T8H screws, and this is the screwdriver you need to open it. And we sell the screwdriver on our website as well, and I'm going to be putting a link for that in the description box. A regular T8 would not work. Okay, once we've done that, once we've removed the screws, this bottom panel is going to come off like this. Okay. And then we're going to remove the power supply. We're going to remove this 5-pin connector. In some power supplies, or in some PlayStation 4s, it might be a 4-pin connector. And then we're going to lift the power supply out. Then we're going to remove these cables here. One of them has a retention clip that you're going to push down, and then you're going to pull out the cable. This one here, this is the antenna cable. We're going to lift this out. And we're also going to disconnect the disk drive cable. Then we're going to flip the console over. We're going to remove the hard drive cover. Okay. After the hard drive cover is removed, we're going to remove these Torx screws. Then we're going to remove this panel here, and we can do that by lifting it from the front, like this. Then we're going to remove the fan by lifting this connector here, and then we're going to remove the rest of the screws. If you guys don't want to replace the thermal paste, you could just skip to later in the video where I put washers here. You only have to do this step if you want to change the thermal paste, which is something that I would recommend since these consoles are about 3 or 4 years old now. And if you want to keep them running, you should replace the thermal paste. In some cases, it's not necessary if the paste is not dry, but generally the factory thermal paste that Sony and even Microsoft, the stock thermal paste that Sony and Microsoft use is generally not that great. Then we're going to remove the hard drive. Like that. And then we're going to remove the screws on this heatsink clamp right here. This is where we're going to be adding the washers from our kit later on in the video. And no, please don't ask me where to get them from. I'm not going to tell you. Those are trade secrets. And don't ask me if you can get them at Home Depot, because you can't. We're going to remove this cover, and then we're just going to take the motherboard out like this. Okay, so this is the APU chip right here, and we're going to replace the compound that's on it. It helps conduct heat. We're going to be replacing it with Arctic Silver 5. This is the best thermal paste that you can get. And like I said before, we sell this on our website. I'm going to put a link in the description. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the old paste off with rubbing alcohol. And I'm going to put Arctic Silver 5 on it. So you start off by removing the old paste with a paper towel. This one was not that dry, so it came off relatively easy. Same thing with the heatsink. We're going to remove the paste from the heatsink. And then to make sure we have a really clean APU chip, we're gonna clean it with rubbing alcohol. Once you're finished, the APU chip should have a mirror-like finish like this. And we're going to do the same thing on the heatsink now. And now we're going to apply the thermal paste onto the APU chip. So we're going to put thermal paste, and the way to do it is you put a little bit, not too much, because too much is not good. You're going to put just about this much, just about 2 grains of rice. And we're going to spread the paste around. We're going to get an even finish on the APU chip. And we're going to spread it around evenly. A little bit extra there, get that off. Okay, so once we've got an even spread, now we can start reinstalling the board back into the frame. And I've left this cable in, but I should have taken it out earlier. Well, you don't have to, but if you're a beginner, it's good to take it out because it's harder to put it through the frame if you haven't done this 1,000 times like I have. So, yeah. We're going to put the board in the side with the ports, they go in first. Okay, then you're gonna just gently put the board down, and then these plastic tabs right here, they should go through the motherboard. A lot of people skip out on this and then they wonder why it didn't work. We're gonna reconnect the fan. We're gonna put the back plate on. And this is a step where we're gonna be using our repair kit. So this is the kit we sell on our website. This is the premium version of the kit, which includes the torque screwdriver and the machine washers and the thermal paste. And we've already used the thermal paste, but in this step we're gonna be using the machine washers. So there's four washers in the kit. There's 4 washers in the kit, and we're gonna be putting 2 on each bolt on the heatsink brace here. We're gonna be putting 2 here and 2 here on this side. One, 2, and the same thing on the other side. Putting 2 washers here, like that. They go under the heatsink plate, like this. And then we're gonna install the heatsink plate back on. We're going to install the heatsink brace, and we're going to tighten the screws diagonally, and we're going to do it one at a time, like this, like how I'm doing it. You don't want to tighten one and then tighten the other, because then it's going to be uneven. I'm going to tighten them until they're fully tight. And then we're going to reinstall the hard drive and reinstall the rest of the screws back in. These bolts are also Torx T8, but they're not T8H. They don't have the security bit, but this the screwdriver that we include in the kit, this screwdriver works for these bolts as well. We're going to install the rest of the screws back in. And the Torx T8 screwdriver, like I mentioned before, the screwdriver that we sell in our kit also works for these screws as well. We're going to put the top cover back on. We also sell all other kinds of parts for PS4 as well, including PS4 Slim and Pro. Once we've installed the rest of the screws and the screw for the hard drive, we're going to reinstall the hard drive cover, flip the console over, reconnect the cables that we disconnected. This one pushes in. This one we're going to push the retaining clip down and push this ribbon cable in. And this antenna cable we're just going to push down. But be careful with this cable because it's easy to damage. And if you do, we sell that on our website as well. I'm going to reinstall the power supply connector that we removed earlier. I'm going to reinstall the power supply. Make sure these pins line up. I get a lot of you guys asking me why your console doesn't turn on anymore after you disassembled it. It's because those pins are not lining up. Install the rest of the screws for the power supply. Okay, after you've cleaned out the cover, if yours is dirty, then you're gonna put it back on. The front goes in first. The front goes in first like this. And you just gotta angle it, and then the back clicks in. Then we're gonna reinstall the Torx screws that we removed. We're gonna reinstall the Torx T8H screws. Reinstall the stickers, and instead of installing the stock factory Sony warranty stickers on them, we're gonna put our own FastTech warranty sticker on here, because this customer is gonna get a 6 months warranty because they're getting the job done from us. Put our warranty sticker on here. You can also upgrade your warranty to 1 or 2 years, or even 3 years if you get this job done from us. And that's it, we're done. And now I believe when I turn this console on, it's gonna turn on normally. So we finished the steps, and it looks like it works. It's no longer stuck on a blue light. It actually boots into the operating system now. And the blue light eventually turns white, which means that the operating system is loaded and all systems are working correctly. So yeah, that's that. If you want to buy the kit, we sell it on our website. I'm going to put a link in the description, and we also sell the screwdriver you need to open your PS4 on the website as well. I'm going to be adding the link to that in the description and in the corner of this video. So do check us out at www.fasttech.ca, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you need to buy the repair kit, we sell it on our website. I'm going to put a link in the description for that. And check us out if you need any other parts or repair services for PlayStation, Xbox, or any other electronics at www.fasttech.ca. And I'll catch you in the next one.